First of all, thank you to my listeners. Diane, a woman I spoke to this morning, thank you very much for the nice plug. My friends at WDC, just got a text from my buddy. Michael, you're in the paper about the blight today, and boss Leo Frank, you're always doing a phenomenal job. But I really appreciate it. They give me encouragement and makes me feel good. Okay, what the topic today is, do not, I repeat this nice and slowly for my listeners, do not enroll over the phone. It's called voice vault. It's now allowed by the carriers. But if you listen to this intelligent gentleman, you're going to find all of a sudden you're enrolled. Now you owe back premium. Now your entire Medicare situation is, I hope I can say this, Howard Stern swears way louder than I do, you're screwed. They took your money. They made a commission, illegally, by the way. Norman, take it over. I hope I can say that word. But please don't enroll over the phone. Listen to this gentleman's story.
Well, I had no idea that I was enrolled. And one of the things that Gene and I had done was enrolled in the electronic funds transfer for my Medicare supplement and for the drug coverage. I got something from the insurance company, and then, well, I didn't get anything from the insurance company.
No, we have no documentation whatsoever.
To try to make a long story short, what I ended up doing is I got a letter that I saw that there was what am I trying to say here? I saw that there was a debit in my checking account, and I called Gene and said, I don't see another one for the prescription drug.
Part D.
And so, I said it was, and then I don't know, somehow it all came through that I hadn't filled out the correct paperwork and submitted a check and everything else, a voided check to do the electronic funds transfer. Well, I filled out the electronic funds transfer for the Part D and for the Medicare supplement, both with the same insurance company. They took it for the Medicare supplement, but they didn't take it for the Part D coverage. So in speaking to Jean, she said she would call the company. She called and said she spoke to someone and that I should go to the bank and get a form from the bank. So the bank is close to the house.
You should do the running around for our mistake. That's basically what they're telling you.
So, well, it wasn't your mistake. It was the insurance company.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
I was being facetious.
So anyway, I go to the bank and I spoke to someone at the bank and told them what I needed, and they looked at me and said, we don't have any form like that or anything else. Fortunately, I went at a time where it was slow, and the girl that I spoke with at the bank, she called the insurance company and explained who she was and that I was there and everything. And basically, the person that she spoke with at the insurance company told her, number one, I didn't need a voided check.
Right.
And number two, he wasn't sure what form whoever Gene had spoken to was referring to.
And they were hard on it. We asked for supervisors. We tried the best we could as an agent to do it compliant, and they were absolutely. You were on the phone. They said absolutely not. This gentleman enrolled.
Right. And
make sure you tell our listeners, do not do this.
Oh, no. Well,
you were looking for information, you tell us.
I was looking for information. I had no idea that...
Two calls waiting for you. Hold that thought. They're back. Thank you for listening, Michael Regan. Hello.
Hello?
Hi, how are you? Michael Regan.
Good. This is Diane from Oakville.
Diane, how you doing? You have our radio show on in the background. I can hear the feedback. All right, so you're listening and listening to yourself. Cool. Okay, so how can we help you? What's your scenario?
Okay. Well, like I was saying one time, when I met with you, we're very, very disgusted with our insurance company. My husband, he's very, very sickly. We have bills up our butt. And it's just a bad, bad thing. We lost our insurance from where we had worked. When I went in retirement, they dropped us and said we had to get another insurance. And I really had no idea what to do. My husband used to take care of all of this, right. And he can't, so it was in my hands, and so I sort of, scouted around a little bit and, wound up calling this company, the Aetna Medicare, okay. And I just, told them what happened and this and that, and that I needed insurance, and so I didn't know much about it, and they said they were Aetna Medicare, but our Medicare cards we didn't have to use, and I couldn't understand that, so it was like we were taken right off that.
Right.
And I don't like that,
You were enrolled over the phone. That's the topic for today. Is that correct?
Right.
Yes. I remember meeting with you and your husband. Mm-hmm. You and your husband, no names for HIPAA, are in the same situation as Norman. You called up for information. They take your information over the phone. Now you're enrolled in a health care plan. They never even asked you any questions regarding Harold. When we met, there's just no way you should have been in this product because it's, like you said, it was a little funny, by the way. You have a lot of bills, medical bills piling up. I'm not allowed to say the way you said it. You also have a late penalty on your prescription drug coverage, which is wrong because when we called Maximus, which I'm going to plug next, they're great, you had credible coverage through your shop where you worked, right?
Right.
Okay. All the agent, male or female, doesn't make a difference. Everyone sees green. All they cared about was just getting you on the phone, getting the little information they needed to fill out their screen, and click, you're enrolled, and boom, they've got a commission.
Yeah.
So what you and I and your husband did, and the same thing that we're doing right now, that's why Norman's actually here in the studio, we called Maximus Federal Service. Anyone who needs their phone number, call into the radio show. We'll have it. It's 1-877-456-5302. We spoke to them. Did you receive your letter from them yet?
Yes. That's
great.
What I was wondering. What I was.
Kim and I will take care of that. Don't worry.
Okay.
Your daughter is a caring person. I go for that because taking care of parents is really what our job is. You take care of us when we're young, and then when you're older, we take care of you. So Maximus will send you a letter. We will write a letter to appeal your late penalty. You were enrolled over the phone. I know the snowstorm held us up yesterday, but I'll see you in a few days at the office.
Yeah.
I will fix it. We are in what we refer to as MADP. Awesome job with that, by the way, Producer Nick. Medicare Advantage disenrollment period. I'll go over that at the end of the show. But I can't thank you enough for calling in, Diane. Please let the listeners know. You and Harold also were enrolled over the phone, correct? Yes. This is ridiculous. It's running rampant. We're up to 17 people alone this year. That's not a nice statistic. If it was one or two, maybe the person... Anyway, I'll see you at the office, and thank you very much for listening to the show and calling in to just solidify my point.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
you rock,
very
Diane.
much.
Appreciate your time.
Bye.